Arthur Byrne, everybody.
Hey.
Don't worry, I'll add a sound effect.
Yeah, nice. Booze, please. Can I have some booze? I want some booze.
Nasty medieval crowd, like you're being dragged out.
Come on, more. And then they clap.
Let's cut to the nitty gritty.
Cool. It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
When did you first start writing music?
Before the band, because I was in a little chav get-up.
Oh, so you weren't. So you did.
Shit.
Did a little rap to punk transition.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to do me over. That's why I just felt like I had to grasp myself in. So I was like, you're going to do it anyway.
I'll find it.
I remember it was recorded on Mum and Dad's computer. On the top of the computer monitor, there was just like a little microphone built into the computer. And I just had my mouth on the computer.
Yeah.
Like a dickhead, just rapping.
Right.
But that was it. And then obviously I stopped because it was shit. And then a few years later, I went on holiday to Magaluf with my mum and dad and my brother and my little sister. And I went on the I was 15, and I'd had a few beers, and I went on the karaoke, and I was like, "This is the best thing ever." And I was singing Oasis. I couldn't stop singing Oasis. And when I was on holiday, I texted Kia because I knew he did guitar. I didn't know him at this point, and I knew he did guitar lessons. And it must have been just as he was going into year 11 and I was going into year 10. And he was like, yeah, or I texted him at like 2 a.m. I was like, I want guitar lessons, how much and stuff. And then I came back, and I met him the day I came back, and like started drinking. And then we went to a party, and then I was like, I don't want guitar. I wanted to hang out with him basically, because I knew he was in a band. And then
he was already rocking.
Keys was in a band called Last Minute Heroes, at Trinity, where the school I went to. They were fucking awesome.
Aye.
They had Alex Davies singer, Kia Says, Adam Talbot.
So you joined that band?
Yeah, I'm trying. The other lads in the band are sound Laurie and George. I want to say their names because I don't want to think that I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, because their sound.
Full credit.
And me and Keys went to this party with Adam, the drummer. Well, he weren't a drummer at that point, but he was like, I could play drums. Keys was like, I'll play guitar. And I was like, I'm a singer because I'd sung on karaoke. I thought I could sing. And then we literally was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And we practiced the next day at Adam's house at 9 a.m. That's how keen we were. And I remember waking up, going to the Binswood shops on the way to Adam's house from Lillington. So I lived in Lillington. Walking past the Binswood shops, but where the old Binswood pub was, then going to Adam's, and we basically just started singing. We had Stay Young by Oasis and She's Electric by Oasis. They were the two first songs we played. And I just couldn't sing for shit. I sounded like a dickhead, mate. And they stopped playing. They were like laughing.
Really?
I was shit. Yeah, I'm still shit. I just don't care now. But then I was like, shocked.
Unbelievable.
I was really bad at singing. But now I'm just a bit more confident about it.
I mean, I find that
voice.
Fascinating that you even kind of have that mindset.
Yeah. I just...
Like, how many thousands of people do you have to sing in front of who are cheering you before you have to go, oh, actually, I am all right?
But the thing is, I don't really remember being on stage because it's blurry, and I'm normally just giving everyone shit.
Yeah, you're a bit of a griefer at times.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
fine though.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm like, everyone's looking at me like, who the fuck is this twat? And I'm just like, exactly.
It's the punk
but we're in
attitude.
time, kind of, and we're kind of in tune.
Well, no,
the lights look great.
You're actually really tight when you play live. It's quite amazing.
Thank you, mate.
And the Bandit, which I will definitely play now.
I can hear it in my head sometimes. Read at a John to Levy sang all night, all night. Lost in when the bandit called out, locked in the devil's face, you know. Kicked in the door to hell and made it now.
Absolute banger. And that's taken off on Spotify.
It did well for not marketing.
You just put it out.
We just put it out.
And just took off by being a good song.
That song, we've got a whole album of songs that people just aren't going to hear from that. And that the Bandit's the only one we released.
It's such a shame, though, do you not find?
It is a bit, but the songs we're writing now are so much better as well. It's because it's all the members of the I was writing with ex-members and stuff, and it's like, and then you get, I would say I was writing with my old drummer or something, and then we've got a new drummer now, and it's different. It's weird. The attack on the drums is so different, JP compared to our old drummer. And me and JP write a lot different now. It's a lot more ahead of the beat, I'd say. In your face, you could say.
Well, hopefully we'll get a sample as well from one of your unreleased songs.
Yeah, man.
Which I can throw up there.
Yeah.
Throughout this put in one of the clips maybe
Yeah, of
towards
course
the
you
end as we discuss about when you get to that point. But yeah, no, I think this is quite good timing. I might have caught you just on the proper incline curve.
Finally, stuff's going. If I knew it would taken this long to even get a look in, I would have fucking stopped a long time.
But you're still
ago.
doing it, and
Yeah.
that's even more fascinating.
Yeah, it's for the love of it. You're definitely doing it for the love of it, without a doubt.
So we return to this. So you got your inspiration singing karaoke.
Yeah. I fucking loved Oasis.
You loved
really
it.
loved them.
That's,
It was
was it
perfect.
the Oasis or was it a taste for that adrenaline with the crowd?
No, not so much, because it was, if anything, when we first started, I was more nervous. I'd stand there like, well, when we were started out, me and Kia was 15, 16, and we couldn't fucking play anywhere. Nowhere wanted to book us because we weren't old enough. We were under 18, so we couldn't get a gig anywhere apart from Hybrid Arts.
Right.
Hybrid Arts back in when we were 15, 16, and that's gave everyone. We met so many rappers there, like DJ 4 to Floor, Daz Mac D.C, all of like Hacks MT, you know, all the Lillian's LYC.
And that is the exact moment that my blood started to run cold. After sticking the name D.Z into the YouTube database, things got serious.
Oh no, I said these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Oh, baby.
Back in the day, but that was awesome for me growing up because I used to listen to all that shit.
The Lynch and Crew and the Stolen Nova.
Yeah.
Roll with us.
Still get
or we
rolled
get rolled over.
Lillington Crew and a Stolen Over.
It's chicken and chips. Can we do a new segment sponsored by Vialis?
Yeah.
It's called Chicken or Chips.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a celebrity, and you tell me chicken or chips.
Okay, cool.
Okay. The
What
Queen.
I think of, yeah.
The
what's
Queen recently deceased.
Chicken or chips? Chips.
Chicken or chips?
Chips.
Chips.
Yeah. Well, it's not chicken, is it?
All right. Dale Winton.
Who's that?
Say one. The heavily tanned fella who hosted Supermarket Sweep.
Chips.
Chips again. Third but not last, the boy from the Frosties advert who sang, "It's going to taste great, it's going to taste great, it's going to taste great," and then apparently committed suicide after that.
Chicken.
Let me
Well,
do the
okay.
maths on that one.
Let me think what this is going to spell.
You ever seen that before?
8,085 or whatever. 80,000.
Bit of a connoisseur. Right, as we go. So that's chicken or chips. Back to the show. Downtown where you met the rappers, because this is now a
Hybrid
link
Arts.
between the Hybrid Arts, and that's
That
an
was the
important
first
thing.
That was the most important thing that ever happened to us, and that was right at the start. And it was just having somewhere to rehearse, and they gave us they put on gigs. They gave it us for free, the rehearsal space and stuff. That was the whole thing. It was community funded by the council. Fucking all that's gone, mate. All the arts and shit's gone.
This
It's
is
a
why
shame.
it's good, I think, to get people in who champion and explain why that's important
Mate, it
to
was
their
amazing. I
journey.
can't remember the geezer's second name. His name was Tim something, and he looked after so many like lads, like the bands, the girls, rappers. Mate, they're like a steel pun class lessons there. But it was just so much going on, and I remember when we were doing our first gig there, we had like 150 people there. Which for us at 15 is so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Even now, I'd still be happy with that nowadays because it's like.
So they gave you this platform, this leverage. And that, how long were you there working through
We
that?
were there till we were 17, and then I'm trying to think what we. I think there was just They stopped doing rehearsal time there, and in that time
Right.
we ended up going to fucking hell. It's now. I don't know if it's the old library, and there was an underground. There was downstairs steps, and there was an little art place.
Wow.
Right, and this is
The
on.
pub, the old library, or the old library?
No,
sorry.
the actual old library. It's all space. At that point, we had 6 of us in the band. We had me, Alex Davies singing, 2 singers, Kia, Luke Batsford on guitar.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, Luke Batsford, mate. What a shout out. What a fucking throwback, by the way. Adam Talbot on the drums and Joe Kwasnick on bass. It was a fucking awesome lineup.
Yeah.
And it was like, we just rehearsed like fuck every week. And we had a few songs we were playing, like we'd play Cox's Yard and that back. I don't know if that's still going. The Casbah. We were just gigging, and just it was wicked. It's just always new. Like whenever you're in a band, I always feel like every session's
Was
new.
that originals?
What
or
music?
covers?
No, all our own songs.
Wow.
All we've done is our own songs.
Yeah.
But like, fucking hell, I remember getting picked up by Kia's dad from rehearsal with Kia, as we lived by each other. And on the way back, his dad's got the fucking CD from back in the day, and he plays it, and I'm like, we were shit, mate. We still are shit, but now I don't mind. But back then, I'm like,
What was your band name then?
Arthur and the Invincibles.
That was when
It's always been.
that was the birth of Arthur and the Invincibles.
The day we got back, I got back from Magaluf, I met her with Kia,
Yep.
and we started a band. That was the day we started the name.
What an obscure name.
We loved that film.
That wasn't released then, was it?
Yeah. So there was a film. That film was out called Arthur and the Invisibles.
Yeah.
But we thought we had like 3 names. There was like Tap That, something else I can't say, and the third one was Arthur and the Invincibles. And then we were like, yeah, let's do it. Well, we had so many members come and go that have done all right as well for themselves. But it's like, yeah, it's weird. And luckily, it's now landed the way it has because we got the proper lineup. But we've gone through about 30 or 40 band members, me and Kira, because it's like they come and go, and it's like they've got. I used to be like, why doesn't everyone want to be in a band? When I was a kid, I was thinking, who doesn't want to be in a band? Just any band. But you forget people have got their own lives to live.
And other people, some people are just less inclined to do that.
Some people don't want to do that shit. Some people just want to fucking stay at home, or some people just want to play football.
Yeah.
It's up to them.
Well, that's another thing, isn't it? Because you had, at this, I'm presuming at the same point, you were playing for Leamington.
Yeah. Fuck.
Which is a great element to lean in, because I think this happens with a lot of musicians and creative people, is they're quite multi-talented and people don't realise, like,
Cheers, pal.
you were goalkeeping for essentially, they're like a semi-pro team, aren't they? They're the best team until you get to Coventry from here.
Yeah, we were, I think, I don't know if we were in this.
Arguably better than Coventry.
Fucking hell. I don't know if I can say that now because of the Cov song.
You're on brand.
I really don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so you were how long were you playing in goal for them?
For Leamington?
For Lem.
3 years. But I was like second choice keeper. But it was great because I'd go out on loan to like other clubs basically to get game time because I was only a kid. I was only 16.
Well, goalkeepers
17.
always have this reputation as well of being loose units.
Oh, yeah.
Like the monk out of...
That's why I got new teeth.
Is it?
Yeah, because I got my teeth knocked out playing football.
So those are fakies?
These are all fakies,
That's
baby.
why they look so fucking good.
These are all fake.
That's mean. Give us a little grin to the smart. Check that out. I'll put a little ding on. Ding.
That'd be brilliant. But yeah, that was like... mate, yeah, that's another story. But I didn't look in the mirror for like 3 years before I got them done. Because my teeth were so fucked.
So that happened in football?
Happened when I was 15, playing for the Builders pub. And we were playing against
Builders
the police.
Arms?
The Builders Arms. With all my mates.
You're playing against the police?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like all ex-cons as well. And it just kicked off. We lost... Well, I basically got sparked out.
How was Sting?
Sting? Who's that?
Lead singer of the police. You'll get that coming on here. Occasionally I'll just interrupt
That was
someone's
good.
heartfelt anecdote and I'll just throw a quip in there.
Mate, that was better than the fucking story. That's great.
Viewers, I'll put that clip on Patreon.
Yeah.
You're paying separately for
I'll
that.
pay extra for that. Blur it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was just, I'd come out for the ball and got fucking
And a copper kicked your face in.
straight in the mouth. But I kept holding
Police
the ball.
brutality, still alive.
Innit? Fuck. I can't remember much about it, to be fair. It fucking got me good. I remember going into the dressing room because I was like, didn't know where I was. And I didn't know what clothes I was wearing or anything. So I was concussed to fuck. And they were like, what were you wearing? And I was like, where are your clothes? I was thinking, I don't fucking have a clue.
Mm.
And my cousin had to get off the pitch, come in the dressing room, get my clothes for me. I was really
You were, like, out
And
of it.
when I went to the hospital, because I couldn't do much, because it had just knocked my teeth back. These 2 teeth had gone back quite far. And like I remember like lying in the hospital bed, and it's because I was concussed, I was in hospital. Or that I'd been knocked out or whatever, and my teeth were a horror show. And then I remember my dad picked me up from Coventry Hospital and got me a sandwich. He was like, you haven't eaten all day, get that down here. And I went like that. I bit straight into it, man. My teeth went forward. I'll never fucking forget it. I was like, ah! I was eating it. Yeah. And then it took a while. I went to the dentist to get it fixed. I was under 18, so they should have been able to help me, but he just gave me a gum shield. And it was basically like, wear that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then it ruined my confidence, I'd say, probably. But then when I like eventually I went and got
You're
it
still
fixed.
singing with your teeth out.
I look like a pirate.
That's fascinating because they're quite important in singing.
They are, mate. Definitely, they are to look at as well. It's an image thing, isn't it? But it also, because it's like controls the flow of what's coming out your mouth. Like, I didn't realise how much I've been like, I don't know, my teeth are larger now. So we'll obviously ground away and fucking not looked after.
Yeah.
But now when I sing, I'm like, feel a lot more in control of what I'm singing. I feel like it's more like,
Yeah, quite.
like an old man.
Came out all right in the end then. Everything works out.
best thing I ever did.
Get your teeth kicked in by a copper on a football pitch.
But when I come back from getting my teeth in, I fucking had Bell's palsy, which is crazy. So I lost all the sensation in my fucking one side of my face. And I was on the session as well. I was like, oh, that weren't right. And I like looked in the mirror and I couldn't move this side of my face. It was like all drooped. And I was like blinking, trying to blink, and just this eye was closing. And I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking having a stroke. And then I went back in my room, did a fucking another line up the other nose. And then I forgot about it until I went to go to sleep. And then I went to close my eyes and I couldn't close my eye. And I was like, fuck, I'm in trouble here.
Wow.
I didn't know what it was.
You're a hardcore fella.
Yeah.
It's funny to
Start a lockdown, that
I
is.
say funny, but it's strange that you got one of the worst injuries from just doing sports.
Just-
like something fairly safe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting. Hey, throwback as well. You
Yeah.
said you were working in Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Why?
Did an exhibition out there for a Scottish firm called Rocket.
Setting it up.
Setting all the stands up and stuff, and it was fucking sick. It was like, but I've worked all over the world doing exhibitions, mate. Fucking everywhere. Monaco, on the hairpin turn of the Monte Carlo racetrack, we did an exhibition there. It's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, and all over Germany, fucking Scotland. There's Abu Dhabi. I
Setting
didn't
up
go
the
there.
staging and stuff. Etc.
Yeah, setting up like stands for shows. So it's like you'll have a gas and oil show or something, and they'll have a big stand built, big grand fucking thing, and it'll be like 2 stories big, and there'll be then the exhibition happens, and it's like the gas, and all these like rich people go around and fucking, I don't know. I'm not normally there when the show's on.
Yeah, no, it's interesting that the kind of link. It's still a show. It's still related to.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's fucking interesting.
Yeah, no, it's just you mentioned it earlier, and I kind of wanted to get that question, and I forgot about it. So I just thought, whilst it's in my head.
Mate, no worries. Yeah, I ended up on this guy's album in Texas, in Houston.
Wow.
Met him there's a bar called Diablo Loco in Houston, and I think it's just closed down, or you'll still be able to find it.
Yeah.
And it means crazy devil in Spanish.
Perfect.
Yeah. And Houston's right on the border of Mexico and stuff, so we were going everywhere in Houston is like, if you're white, they don't tend to like you because I think you're a white American guy.
Oh,
But as soon as you start talking and they know you're English, they fucking love you.
interesting.
And they go, where are you from, motherfucker? Australia? That's what they'll say. And I'm like, nah, I'm English. But so I ended up in this bar called Diablo Loco, and then this geezer literally was like, where are you from, motherfucker, Australia? And I was like, nah. Shout out Stokely. His name's Stokely Algenio. Tim, his name is. Timothy Johnson. And he was like, do you smoke weed? I was like, yeah. He was like, do you want to smoke a joint? I was like, yeah. So I went out to his car. It's just me and my mate in there, by the way. And I went out, and there's just... it was Cinco de Mayo, and there was like the doorman come up to us a few nights before, and he goes, lads, you're all sound, because we were all going in there for drinks after work. He goes, don't come in here on the 5th of May because it's Black Night. You're not welcome, basically, because he goes, not because you're not fucking sound. He goes, they'll think you're American.
That's how it is.
They'll think yeah, it's just how it is there, mate. We're like sound. We ended up going downtown Houston, ended up back there. And then that guy was like, do you want to smoke a blunt? I was like, yeah. So I went and smoked a blunt in his car, went back to my hotel, had a line. Then I was like, what the fuck? He's like, where have you been? I was like, I'm in a band, I'm singing, I write songs and stuff. And then, you know when you're pissed up and you're like, oh, tomorrow, yeah, we'll do something. And then like I woke up, I was like, what was I chatting about? And he turned up at my hotel and fucking banged on my door. He's like, we're going. You're coming to mine to write a song, you promised me. I was like, I ain't going anywhere. And my roommate, Ryan Drayton, was like, I'll come with you. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. And then we went and did it.
Recorded one.
Recorded one.
What did he do with it?
So I fucking released it. It's on his album.
Is it out and about?
Yeah.
You can link me that.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Okay, I'm playing
You're singing.
Yeah, that's on the chord.
Take a little practice.
So why you trying to hide? It's obvious to see. I'm trying to figure out what living means to
and say that you my equal. I talk a little
Worth
less,
its weight
so I
in gold,
can
isn't
pay
it? It's whole meeting just for me to find that out.
I barely promote. It's because we
love this.
We went to his house and fuck knows, man, it was hours away. We got in his car, we took all his shit up to my room, so there was room for my mate, Ryan, and then we drove fucking for hours, mate. And he goes, I remember we were on the freeway and he goes, do you like daiquiris? And I was like, yeah. And he just pulled into a daiquiri shack. We all had litres of daiquiri, mate. And then we went to a guitar centre. I remember playing guitar in there. And then we went here. He just had a house. It was like up for sale. And he had the keys to it. And we just set a fucking studio up in there, had the sofas round. Did a song quick time. We need to get back for like 1 a.m. So we had work early. Yeah, so then he goes, what are you doing right now? And this is on my last night in Houston. I was like, I'm in my hotel room. And this is at 2, 3 in the morning, and he was like, I'm on my way, we're going to write a song right now. Came to my hotel room, we put the studio in my room, locked all the doors. Well, we went down, he was like, you go that way, I'll go that way, and we'll bang on all the doors and just say we're recording a song. And like a couple people answered the door, and we're like, we're recording. Just got into the next room. We're like smoking in my room, had like a stock over the fucking smoke detector, drinking a drink called Ice Smash, and you can only get it in America, and I'm going to order loads on Amazon. But then we recorded this song called Go Figure, over quick time, and then he released it on his album. Pretty crazy. I went off on one then, but I always like telling that story because I spoke to Tim the other day. I still speak to him now.
That's unbelievable, man.
Unreal, mate.
I love that. What an adventurous heart to lead to that.
Fucking yeah.
Through the bond of Mary Jane, nonetheless.
Oh hell yeah.
But no, oh wow. I love that. I love that. So that's it. You lived a lifestyle.
Oh what? In a sense, yeah. I should have just.
Oh, wait until you're near the mic.
Sorry, yeah. I just looked at my trousers and I was like, you can nearly see my knees. My trousers are ridden up to my
Ooh,
leg.
don't keep it PG.
Yeah, keep it PG, man. My cock will be hanging out the bottom.
Chance to be a fine thing.
Chance to be a fine thing. Yeah. So that was Houston, and then that was actually the first song I ever released, and it was like years ago. No one's heard it.
Yeah, because you were touring around playing original music, recording songs.
Yeah, we've recorded over fucking 50, 60 songs.
And released 1/2.
Yeah. But these are like songs that are like either not good enough to me, or songs that I've written with ex-band members, which I don't. It's a long time ago. Now we've sat on a lot of music. We're sat on loads.
Your recording game sounds like it's absolutely at the... This is great now because this is it. This is the point where I can play that song.
Yeah.
Mr.
Bigdy.
Mr. Bigdy. What's the...
One word, Bigdy. Like, Mr. Bigdy.
What's the explanation between that? Is that about a man with a massive cockerel?
It's just one chord, the whole song.
It's all written in D.
Just
It's
a
all
D
D. It's
chord.
just D.
Na 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 na. Yeah.
This will hopefully get released. Yes.
100% this is going on our EP. Well, we've got 2 more songs to record next month.
Where are you recording?
Oh, do you want to know where we're recording, pal?
You're not allowed to say.
Yeah, of course. It's the creme de la fucking creme of studios.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. It's called Vader Studios, with Matt Terry and George Perks, and they're fucking big timers for me. I think they're big time. They are big timers. Yeah.
Have they any off the top of your head of any people that they've worked with?
Fucking Johnny Rotten last year.
Wow.
Yeah, in Pill. He was there for a month. They've got
Johnny Rotten.
They've got Marillion in there right now, Scottish prog band. And my drummer's chef in there. JP's cooking there right now.
He's running the kitchen there.
Running the kitchen for him.
That's so cool.
The Enemy had been there last week. The Darkness. Fuck me. Lower Than Atlantis.
Oh my God, I asked.
Yeah, mate. There's fuck me, Enter Shikari.
Sorry, you're not.
Yeah. I think
When I
that
do that
might
clapping
have been
now.
done that.
No way.
Swear to God,
you
man.
could be recording at the same place. That album, the Enter Shikari album, that was one I lime-wired the hell out of.
Yeah, mate. I seen them live
I
in
love
2011 at Reading. I'd gone there with my ex.
Oh, yeah.
And the lineup was on the Saturday, Enter Shikari, Madness. Fucking hell. Pulp. The Strokes. On the Sunday, it was Albo and Muse. It was unreal, mate.
What a year of music. Like, I don't even know who plays there anymore, but Reading and Leeds are like, those are like, what a time to see that.
Mate,
like,
unbelievable.
The moshing and stuff, the pits there must have been crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking
Fun.
sick. I remember being at the back, and it's kind of before, like, having a good phone. So,
Yeah.
And before having battery at a festival, at least.
Lost to
Because you
this.
had it for the first, you had it for as long as you left your house.
Just turn your phone off and on to keep it up.
Yeah, I just lost all my battery
just
straight
ran it
away.
down
Yeah,
and that was that.
And it was like before, and then you couldn't record anything on your phone really anyway, so it was so shit then. But
What a time, really. That's
what a
so
time to be
funny.
alive! It was
It's kind
everyone
of
was
lost,
in.
Lost to the memories almost, but
Nah,
they're
not lost.
secured.
Still up there, still secured up there, mate. I've treasured them.
So what a moment now. So from that, you're now recording in the same studio that those songs that moulded you.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And we went there for the first, because we recorded the album that we haven't released with the Bandit, that the Bandit was on. So we recorded that down in Reading with John Mitchell at Outhouse Studios in Reading.
Okay.
And he's had some people they did demos there, and then they would have gone signed by a big label or something, gone to America. But we went there and we recorded it all without a click. The Bandit sounded great. The other songs just, I don't want to release them because it's too confusing. And, well, I say that, we could. One day I might run out of songs. I might run out of ideas, and then I'll release them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
I
only
guess
time
having
we'll
a
do
back catalogue's good for that.
That's the best. That's literally it.
So how did you find about this studio? Was this through Andy?
Yeah. So
Because that's a thing that probably needs to be mentioned as well as your connection, and he's a great guy.
Andy's a top fucking mate. He's one of my best friends. I love him to bits. He's such a good lad. You've met him.
Well,
You've
that's
worked
how-
with him.
Yeah,
You've worked with him.
like he's got that spirit and he shares that
Top lad, mate. Heart's in it, mate.
from the enemy for people at home
Yeah,
who
yeah.
aren't familiar. Andy Hopkins,
Yeah.
bassist,
Yeah, the bass player. Yeah.
and he wrote a song a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, last year,
Last year.
for Coventry City,
Yeah.
A Hymn for Something New,
That's it.
and it was released by yourselves.
Yeah.
So you technically have 2 songs released,
So we do. Yeah.
and that's a great tune as well.
It's
That's
got-
so uplifting.
It's a little novelty song.
And
That's
that-
what Andy kept saying to me. He's like, it's a novelty tune.
Yeah, and it
And
started
it sounds it. I like it.
Started to get a bit more traction again as well.
It did,
I
yeah,
saw that.
weirdly.
I checked it the
It's
other
because
day.
the football season started again. But this is what Hopkins wanted. He goes, he brought the song to me, and it was like, the chorus was, la la, sing for you. I'll always sing to God. That's what he brought to me, sing together Coventry.
Go on, sing the proper bit. So we
It's
can get a good
like,
take.
la la's, oh, he sings, sing together Coventry. That's what his,
La, la.
it's now the outro of the song. But I was like, well, I don't think we should say the name of the team, because unless, the only good football song that says the name of the team is Vindaloo. And they go, England,
Yeah.
England, nah, and it's fucking genius. But it's so hard if you're writing about something. You don't want to. I don't think you want to write about the thing. So if we were writing about fucking chicken and chips, I wouldn't write about chicken and chips. I'd write about going to the chicken and chip shop,
Yeah, the
about the
crispiness
journey
of it
there, and about what happened. Probably not even about it, but in the end, I got chicken and chips. Or
Yeah,
something.
you describe it and let
just-
people
yeah,
understand
yeah.
it.
She's got an
And then you
idea.
sort of deliver the keystone at the
Yeah,
end.
totally. Well, yeah, you don't almost
Don't
have to.
even have to,
Don't
yeah.
even have to. Like, but that's what I said to Hopkins. I was like, I'll write a verse and a chorus for you. I took like, I'll get us there, and he was really happy with it. And we literally we've played that song together about 5 times total. So we played it together when we did the demo. Then I sent it to the band. So I was like, I said I want Kia and JP. I said I need my drummer and my bass player, my drummer and my guitarist. And Andy was cool with that. So Andy wanted to play bass, and then so I sent it to them, and then 2 weeks later, this is because Cov got to the playoff final, didn't they?
Yes.
So when they got to the semi-final of the playoff, we went down to Reading and recorded it, and we'd all heard it once. We hadn't even rehearsed it. We hadn't even rehearsed it together with the band, and then we went straight into the studio and recorded it. And we watched the first leg, Cov versus Middlesbrough in Reading. We were all going mental, 1-1 it was. And then we watched the second leg, me, Kira, and my mate Jack Kelly, the Jacko Hype, he's a Twitch streamer, at mine. And it was pretty fucking emotional, because Andy said, all we need to do is get to Wembley, and if he said if fucking Cov beat them, then well, we had Sky Sports there and stuff. You were with us, weren't you? And they were wanted to use the song for promotions,
good traction
for all sorts if they had gone up and they didn't.
Sure. So it was a bit of a roll of the dice.
It
Didn't
was,
pay off
mate.
exactly, but it still has been put into the culture, and it's.
Oh, definitely. People have heard it for sure.
Oh yeah, it became a bit of a legend of that moment.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, and it's like I couldn't even enjoy the day of the final and I went and stuff, and it's like because I remember doing the video at the Empire, and we had all them flags. Remember all the people donated all them flags? There was fucking hundreds of flags, Cov flags.
Yeah.
And then the Sky Sports are there, and Midlands Today, and Cov, Warwickshire, and ITV or whatever. And I was like, it was a lot for me because I'm fucking not used to that really. And
not media trained, would you believe it?
yeah, I know. I was blazed as well, and I was drinking.
Sure.
But it's like, I don't know. I didn't feel very I enjoyed it, but it's like nervous. I was so nervous, man.
Sure.
I felt so and I don't ever get nervous, but I was just aware. It was like, right, we're ready, and then it's like a big bright light in my face. I was like, oh, pop,
It all
we're on
happened real
TV.
quick, very big. If they had won, that had blown up.
Well, they
would
wanted
have been
Sky Sports wanted to use the song for other stuff. Apparently,
It would have been a massive
could all be talk.
skyrocket.
Well, Andy
Very
wanted to
fascinating
write
thing
the
to have done.
song that Cov played before the game starts, and I was like, "You've already done that. We're live and die in these towns. That's what the Coventry City fans are saying before every game." I've got a video on my phone. I'll send it you in a bit. I recorded it last night at Cov versus Tottenham, and they're saying, "We live and die. We live and die in these towns." I was like, "You've already done it."
Yeah.
But at least they've got a song now. Cov.
Yeah, no, it's a bit more direct, and that leads on there as well. It kind of comes back round to it. So Andy knew you because you performed with the Enemy a lot.
Yeah. I met Andy when I was like 16.
Yeah.
I become mates with him.
So you were very closely associated with them for a long while. After the Invincibles,
Yeah,
often support.
with the Enemy. Yeah, I've played for the Soccer 6 teams. I know him really well.
Love that.
Know my mates.
And he's now introduced you to the studio.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago he introduced me there.
Oh,
but
so it's been a while.
it's been a while, but we weren't like, Matt Terry didn't, I needed to meet him my whole life, trust me. But Andy brought us there, and it was for our other side project band we had called Kiss Chase Champion. So, which are now called Autopilot, which I don't even know if they're going anymore, to be fair. But it was me, Andy, Kia, and another guy.
Oh, he was in a band with you properly.
Yeah, we were called Kiss Chase Champion. We're writing together every week, and then I got kicked out. Can I offer you a chip? Can I go for a piss?
I think, I was going to say, we're pretty much like I'm getting to a point where if we can kind of close it off, I'm pretty much done.
Sam, what do
We'll
you
go
want?
for a week,
Yeah, I'll come back.
and we'll
Sam.
get a last little summary.
This is dope as fuck.
I also wanted to check the cameras were still rolling.
Sweet. I'm gonna look, this is when I sat down.
Yeah, we'll just get
I
straight
didn't
back
realise
in.
that I'm kind of pissed. I shouldn't have pre-drank.
I'm loving
before.
it. No, it's actually ideal.
It is,
I think
yeah.
it's quite interesting.
I'm loosening up.
Well, yeah, I think that's quite kind of like part of it. Is I think the whole experience is people have to do their
Yeah.
own thing. don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like, and that's kind of part of the whole mission here, I guess. Is
Yeah,
to
man.
like not have it too sterile. And even like these random bits here, I'm sure sometimes these outtakes will be funny to leave in the cut.
Yeah.
Where it's just like we just break for a minute and we're just like chatting about the premise of podcasts and, and like how humanity has to sustain itself. And
I didn't realise how long I've been sat down for though. I've been sat down the whole time, pretty much.
You're gifted for this as well. I think I love this. I was saying this to Keir when I was first toying with the radio idea.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get after on the radio like full time.
Sick. I'll be in.
Just because I love with the live, and this won't do it justice
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone knows it's edited.
Yeah.
But with you live, is that tiny bit of anxiety for everyone listening.
Yeah.
What's he going to do next?
Yeah. Fucking love
At
that
any
shit.
minute, this could end. you
I
know?
can believe that when the band first started, we had our old bass player used to be John Priestley's awesome fucking bass player. He's in he used to be in the Damned, the fucking Damned, mate. He's in a band now called the Godfathers, and they're massive. But so he was in Arthur and the Invincibles for a couple of years, and bless him, I was a witness at his wedding and stuff. We were quite close, and he came to a gig, and that gig where I got banned for smashing the stage up. And he wanted to be, and then at that time, our bass player left. He was like, "I don't want anything to do with this." So then met Priestley, and he'd come to a rehearsal. No, we went for beers and a meeting at the Saxon Mill, and then we went down to practice after. And I was in the car with him from Saxon Mill, and he goes, "There's an element of danger about you," and I was like,
Yeah.
But I'd always thought it was a bad thing, and he goes, "No, this in music is a good thing," and I was like, "Wicked." He goes, "Just be yourself." And I thought, wicked.
Having that danger and having someone who seemingly has it under control and can choose when to use it.
Yeah.
There's nothing more attractive.
My boy, fucking.
You know what I mean? Like, realistically,
I fucking love you so
I just say things as I see them.
I love you, man.
But yeah, no, there is that element of it, which I think is perfect, because why did you get kicked out of this band that you had with Andy and Keir prior? You warned over it. You don't have to accept if it's going to just get edited out.
You can edit it out, can't you?
Well, yeah, but if you don't want it in, it's easier. Just
I don't
not to
mind.
say. Yeah, I had to edit that bit out, but I'll give you a little tiny clip so you have some idea.
I'd had a fallout with someone, and that was my way. I love Charles Bronson.
Ask him in person one day if you want to know. It's hilarious. So they left that. So that disbanded, and then you continued with Arthur and the Invincibles. Yep. So when are you next recording?
April. No, not April. Next month.
So you're
next
like,
month is October.
we're in the midst. You've been there recently as well. We're in the midst of you recording this.
In between this EP, that's going to be called All the Racket.
And people can look forward to that.
Oh yeah.
Because this is always a nice, I think, to close on a fact that you're making something that they will soon be able to.
Sorry, man. That's my ring.
I just thought you got a boner. I just thought you got really excited. Didn't even like.
Hand off there. Sorry.
Blimey, O'Reilly.
Didn't mean to do it again like
Done
that.
it twice.
Sorry to the mic.
What was it?
Who's that? Some little weirdo texted me. Let me out the cellar.
Not your ring. Not your ring off the table once. Fall on me. Twice. Fall on you. Yeah, fair enough. So you'll have these released hopefully sometime this year.
I would say it'll be
November.
start of next year.
Start
of next year. Aiming for festival season. I am. If I'm fucking playing the festival circuit next year, I'll be pissed. I'll be fucking pissed off.
That's a good aim. I think that's
I'll
it.
be really pissed off.
You'd be up there in the Leeds and Readings.
Yeah.
So I'll add some clips as well throughout this of those songs. I'll put them on and people can listen to that and go, oh, fantastic.
Awesome.
What a character.
Yeah, fucking too right.
Arthur Byrne, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Busby. You are the best.
Can I put an applause on at the end?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So now,
applause at the end, booze at the start.
So now they're like happy with it.
Yeah. They're happy. Yeah.
You're a legend, mate.
Cheers, mate. I love you. Thanks so much for having me.
You're a star. Keep watching. Right. Things down.